Welcome back. We have a very special wedding segment for you today. We have Melissa Vandenbroek from Ceylon Blu. She is joining us to tell us all about centerpieces and how to make the perfect place cards. Thanks so much for being with us.
You're welcome, my pleasure.
So you have some beautiful stuff for us to look at,
Yes.
and more importantly for brides
Yes.
or people who are helping out brides.
Yes.
Relatively cheap, easy to put together.
Yeah, this is a centerpiece that a bride can put together on her own, that she can, relatively inexpensive.
Yeah.
With a combination of all different types of mediums, textures, colors.
Before we get into it, a centerpiece can be really expensive.
Yes, yeah, you can
So
pay a lot of money.
what might be a difference between, a prepaid one and one that we can put together here?
Well, typically a centerpiece would consist of a large bouquet of flowers, which can range up to $75 for one
Wow.
table.
Wow.
For one table. So this relatively can be probably around $25 to $35.
That can
And-
add up really quick.
Yes, depending on your guest count.
Yeah, depending on how many tables.
Yeah, exactly.
Counting
All
our
right.
tables the whole time.
What do we got? What are you going to do?
Okay, well, we like to start with a structure that helps to anchor the centerpiece to the table.
Okay.
Okay.
So today we're going to use a frame that you can get at a garage sale or a secondhand store, and you can do whatever you want to
That'd
it.
be cool because
Paint
every
it.
table could have a
Have
different.
size frame. Yeah, and we don't do matchy-matchy.
Uh-huh.
We like things
That's not
to,
cool anymore,
No,
huh?
we like to do different on each table.
You
and then
wouldn't
you
know,
can,
John.
and then you can bring in some wood rounds, which are really
Okay.
all over the place. I mean, you just go cut a tree down, or just old wood, or so you want some height, some different heights.
Okay.
And then we're going to put on some vases, bringing in some little bit of some design and beauty
Yeah.
to it, so it's not too rustic.
And the vases, when you said you were talking a little bit about not doing matchy-matchy,
Right.
these are where you can really find them at antique
Yeah.
stores, or maybe you
Yeah.
just have a ton of vases kind of laying around. You could use those to
Absolutely.
really go into it.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of things. There's
For more of
another.
all the courting that happened before the wedding.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So you can do some vintage bottles, which are really fun to do. We can put those in the center here.
When you get Central Oregon brides, are they really into kind of that rustic
Yes.
look?
Yes.
For the
This
most part?
area lends itself to rustic, vintage, very popular right now in this area especially. We also have a old tin can with a succulent. Succulents are very popular
Yeah, they
today.
really are.
Yeah. And then to add some little touches to the centerpiece, you'll want to do some other, down on the side.
You can kind of put them wherever.
Yeah, put them wherever. And it just kind of brings some more color and design and texture. And then a final touch, we have
Scrabble
some little
pieces?
Scrabble pieces.
Who doesn't have
So
those
we
laying
can
around
put those
somewhere?
in the front, and it says you
I'll
can
be in
just
charge of those.
Yeah, there you go. Love
Very cute.
and you and me.
And so you can really
So those are
personalize these.
easy three-letter words, Mackenzie.
L.
Hey,
O.
Well, you and me. Well, okay, never mind.
She
I'll
kept
just-
it easy for us. We didn't
This
want to
is-
get too complicated.
And I didn't have a
know.
lot of Scrabble pieces, so I couldn't spell all the words.
And then
I
you're always
wanted to.
missing the right letters.
Yeah.
But
So
you could
that's
probably,
very cool.
you know what? You could probably trade off with other tables.
Yeah, there you go. You can make
your
a
own words,
game.
which could get dangerous
I-
during a wedding.
well, that's
Could make a
okay.
game out of it. That's true.
So
you
how-
have some heights, and you have some highs and lows, some texture, some color, and also I'm using some silk flowers, which is amazing.
Really cheap, huh?
Yeah, very inexpensive. But if you get some good silk, it'll go inside with all of the.
And what have you
flowers.
noticed so far about actually this time of year and what I'm going to say brides really want on the tables?
They want a fresh look that is they're unique, their own. They're coming in with their different vases and their ideas of different colored flowers. But mostly, we'll have a bride come in and they'll see this in the studio and they go, "I want that."
Yeah.
So it really, sometimes they have an idea, sometimes they don't. So we.
And I could see a pre-wedding party where people go out and actually cut down a few branches.
Yeah,
Start doing it all
absolutely.
together.
Yeah.
Put those bridesmaids to work. Not just there for
And
nothing.
groomsmen.
Yeah, actually,
It's not just the bride.
I know, that's a good
involved
That's
question.
true, they are
The
involved.
wedding seems to be all about the bride, especially now, especially my age group. What about the groom? How do you fit him into the decorations? Is there?
Yeah, how do you fit him into the wedding?
Well,
They have their say. Usually it's the food.
Okay.
mostly the food
All right.
and the drinks. Then,
But
Yes.
you know, I mean, there are, people
There
of
are.
us, our gender, who like
They are, yes.
a lot of aesthetics.
I do have a couple of older brides and their fiancés, and she kicks around ideas with him all the time because he's got a good eye for design.
See?
So there you go.
well, this is a beautiful centerpiece. Thanks
Thank
for showing us,
you.
and really easy to put together. If we
Yeah.
can do it, anyone can do it.
That's right.
You know
With
it.
Melissa's help.
Thank you so much. And
You're
Melissa,
welcome.
stick around though. Melissa's going to be back with place cards, and I saw some really creative stuff that's coming up,
That means you have to have good penmanship?
which I do.
Yeah.
No, you don't have
No.
Oh, okay.
to. Love that.
No.
All right.